Hi everyone, my name's Isha, and this is my informative speech for Public Speaking Communications 101. What would you do if your loved one collapsed in front of you and started choking? Choking is a sudden life threatening situation that could happen to anyone at any moment. It is a traumatic thing that could potentially kill an individual if they do not receive proper care. This could cause many people to experience shock and feel unprepared to help others. Many people believe that during medical emergencies such as choking, only medical professionals can help others. However, there are many important steps we can all take during a choking emergency that can help save a person's life. I would like you all to raise your hand if you have personal experiences with choking or have seen this occur in your children, family members, or friends. According to the National Institute of Health, choking is the fourth leading cause of unintentional death in adults and preschoolers, and is also the leading cause of infant death. This shows how common and dangerous choking is, especially when dealing with young toddlers and the elderly. After listening to my speech, you will be able to easily understand the steps you need to take to properly care for someone who's choking. Being prepared for a choking emergency can help you save your family's life. First, I'll explain what to do during a choking situation. You will need to know the signs and symptoms of choking and what the Heimlich maneuver is for. According to an article published by the Cleveland Clinic, the Heimlich maneuver is a first aid method that is used for choking. Choking occurs when a person is not able to breathe because of a food, toy, or other foreign object that may be blocking their throat or trachea. The first step to do is to see if the person is choking. The main signs and symptoms of choking is if the person is clutching at their throat or unable to speak, breathe, or swallow, or their face changes color if it's red or if they have blue lips. Also, wheezing, coughing, or other unusual breathing noises can occur too. Next, you would immediately ask someone around you to call 911 or call them yourself if you are alone. It is extremely important to call 911 immediately, even if the person is still conscious and choking. The National Institute of Health has stated that average time for medical responders to arrive at the scene from the time of the 911 call is 7 minutes. However, the median increases by more than 14 minutes in rural areas. This shows how crucial calling 911 is in medical emergencies, since the medical state of an individual can drastically change during that time. Now that you know how to check if someone's choking and what the Heimlich maneuver is for, we will talk about how to do the Heimlich maneuver on adults versus infants. Also, see why and how we do chest compressions on pregnant females. After you have dialed 911 and obtained consent, you will encourage the person to keep choking, since a strong cough can be enough to free the foreign object. As stated by the Cleveland Clinic, if the person is over 5 years old, weighs more than 45 pounds, and is not a pregnant female, then it is fine to use this version of the Heimlich maneuver. The first thing to do is to get behind the person and put one leg in between their legs. This, along with keeping a good stance, will prepare you to catch the person if they go unconscious. Next, you would wrap your arms around their abdomen and make a fist with one hand and clasp your hand around the other fist. And you're going to put it below the rib cage and 2 inches above their elbow. After you have positioned yourself properly, you will firmly and quickly thrust your hands inward and upward 5 times. Then you're going to bend the person forward and give 5 back blows by the heel of your hand firmly in between the shoulder blades. Finally, you would repeat this process until the foreign objects have been dislodged or if medical responders have arrived. Moving forward, for babies, you repeat the same process, except instead of doing abdominal thrusts, you would do chest thrusts. And you would use 2 to 3 fingers, and in between their nipples, you're going to go 1.5 inches down their chest. Lastly, for pregnant women, doing abdomen thrusts will only hurt the fetus. So instead, we would do the same movements, except we would do it on their chest instead. Now that I have explained the most important steps to take during a choking emergency, let's review what we have covered. I have shared with you the 3 different types of ways to help choking adults, infants, and pregnant females. Also on how to check for signs and symptoms of choking and the importance of calling 911 first. In conclusion, we have learned how common it is for choking to occur, especially in young children and the elderly. There are many other medical emergencies and conditions you can learn about more than just choking that can help you stay informed on how to help your family. Even though we may not be medical professionals, does not mean we can't help save our loved ones. Thank you for your time.